thing applies when you're actually going through real life situations, when you actually in a rut, when you actually going through shit. You know what I'm saying? And you wondering about what the fuck the outcome is gonna be. You don't even need to wonder. Ain't no point in wondering. Okay? You know what you want. Okay? You want the outcome to be great, whatever it is, right? So that's all you need to think about. That's all your focus needs to be on. That's all you need to think, and you need to have faith. There's no point in sitting up here indulging into the negative if the negative hasn't even appeared. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be surprised if it were to manifest it, because you damn near manifested it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's common sense. 2 weeks ago, I had scheduled both of my life insurance exams, my state exam and my general exam. I had scheduled it for a Monday. And if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I just recently passed both of my life insurance exams. Now, prior to that, I have my financial advisor, she is also my business partner. Prior to me even getting to the exams, me and her talked. And she asked me, when did you schedule your exam, so that therefore I can make sure that I'm here for you, that I'm cheering you on and things like that. So I briefly looked at my calendar, and when I looked at my calendar, I told her that my exam was scheduled on the 7th. Mistakenly, though, that was a mistake. I guess I quickly went into my calendar and I looked at the days, and I guess I had mixed up the actual day. The 7th was on a Sunday. That fell on a Sunday. So she was under the impression that I had scheduled my exam on a Sunday, which doesn't even make sense, because facilities are not even open on Sundays, right? So, long story short, just bear with me, listen to the story, listen to this example, because it's going to make sense within the point that I'm getting to within the video. So, I told her the 7th, right? Now, at this time, keep in mind, prior to me taking my exam, me and my business partner, we were bumping heads. Like, our communication was a little bit off. There was a little bit of passive aggression. She called me on Sunday, right, which is the day that I told her my exam was on. And when she called me in regards to the exam, and I quickly realized, I was like, wait, it's Sunday. I was like, oh, and I realized, I was like, actually, I gave you the wrong date. I apologize. I hope that, and this is me, like, this is the words that I'm telling her. I was like, I hope that you weren't thinking that I was misleading you by telling you that my exam was actually scheduled on the 7th rather than the 8th. Because I'm the type of person to where I don't like to announce things until they are completely into fruition. I don't like to talk about things. I don't like to even really hint things when I am in the midst of doing something or working towards something or anything, because I don't want anybody evil eyeing what I have going on, and I don't want anybody's negative thoughts to affect what it is that I am doing. So a lot of the times I keep what I'm doing to myself, okay? And honestly, when it comes to me taking my exam, I understand that, my financial advisor, she is my business partner. You should be able to tell your business partner these things. You know what I'm saying? However, when you are a chosen, when you are an anointed, when you understand. I'm just going to say that. Like, you understand. I don't even really want to go into all of that. But when you exude that type of energy, you are used to people coming up against you. You are used to people constantly trying to deceive you. You are used to people constantly trying to hurt you. You are used to people constantly trying to throw blockages in your pathway due to jealousy or envy, whatever that may be, whatever. And so therefore, because of the fact that we are so used to that, I feel like we come into a certain mindset of thinking, and it affects the way in which, one, how we think towards people, and two, how we interact with other people. So when I told her, I was like, mind you, we were already bumping heads, you know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was thinking, I was like, I do hope that she wasn't thinking that I purposely did that, because I really didn't mean to do that. And when I told her that, she told me, she was like, look, she said, I do not think like that, okay? I don't think like that. She said, think positively unless the negative appears. Think positively until the negative appears. That's what she said. She said, because a lot of the times, us being human beings, natural human nature, we overthink a lot. And due to our overthinking, we tend to create assumptions that are sometimes not always true. I'm just going to say that, okay? Sometimes we make assumptions that are not always true, and we start to create thoughts in our head that manifest a scenario or a situation that never really even existed in the first place. But the reason why it exists now is because you've been manifesting it with the assumptions that you have in your mind, the negative assumptions that you have in your mind, if that makes sense. Like, I hope that you understand like what I'm saying here. And so when she told me to think positively until the negative appears, I took that. I took that with me, and I've been utilizing this with every aspect in my life, not just with people, but with situations, and and when adversity comes my way. It helps to strengthen my faith, and it has me to believe that it's just faith strengthening for me to just naturally think positively, okay, until or unless negativity appears, then you can act accordingly, okay? So let me go ahead and like give you like another example. Okay, so a lot of the times, because of the fact that we exude certain energies from the Most High, we often find ourselves in situations as to where we can't make sustainable relationships and friendships. We can't acquire loyalty amongst certain people in our lives. We are constantly facing fraudulent, weird people that's like always like battling the fence, switching up on you. Like, one, like in the beginning they love you, and then they start acting weird and all that other stuff like that. Because of that, because of the fact that I'm so used to it, like I am so used to it, that I expect it. Like, I dead ass expect it to happen. And that could be good or bad. I don't know if that's good or bad. Because of the fact that I'm so used to it happening to me, I expect it to happen. And I just came to the realization that in a way that could be detrimental to myself, because I figured that it's almost like when you compare it to the dynamic of relationships. You've been hurt one time in that relationship, and because based off of that experience in that relationship, you start to base that experience with your other upcoming experiences. So now your mindset is already set to believe that, okay, every relationship that you get into may be like the relationship that first failed you, right? And that's not a good way to think, because now you're constantly manifesting it, because that's, you understand what I'm saying? Like, now your mind is set to think like that. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to the example. I have a friend, and we've been friends for about 5 months. And throughout our entire friendship, he has been completely loyal to me. I'm just going to say that. He has been completely loyal. He has, and this is not anybody that I'm dating, because I just know, for the nosy ass bitches, bitch, I ain't even, fuck, it ain't even what you think. But anyway, so me and him been friends for a good 5 months. And throughout our entire friendship, he has been nothing but loyal and helpful. Like, throughout our entire friendship. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been certain situations as to where I question myself on whether or not, like, I could even, like, trust him. And it's like he has not done anything, and like nothing. He has not done nothing to make me feel like I can't trust him with shit, anything. For example, if I need him to do like a personable favor, I'll ask myself, I'm like, can I trust him to even do this? He gonna fuck me over. But what can I say? I feel like throughout the course of our entire friendship, because of the fact that this man has not done anything, nothing, to make me believe that I could not trust him in any shape or form, whether this is about with me and my time, with my child, with my money, or with anything. Because if I couldn't trust him, I couldn't be around him, period. Like, I can't be around nobody that I cannot trust, period. That's why you don't see me around people. I talk to the Lord because this is a common issue that I have most of the time with a lot of people. You know, in the beginning, they could be cool, but then, you know, it's a certain amount of time to where, you know, it just falls off. It doesn't work out. And so with him in particular, I would have times to where I would talk to the Lord personally about him. And I would think to myself, I'd be like, damn, is he going to turn out to be like the rest of everybody else? And when I say like the rest of everybody else, like, because of the fact that he's my friend, you know, when you have a friend, your friends are exposed to things that other people are not exposed to and that they don't know about, or things like that. He's around me sometimes, and so when he is around, he's able to see the way I live and the way that I maneuver, and, you know, shit, fuck, money that I get. And, you know, I will ask myself, I say, Lord, I don't want nobody getting no type of weird feelings around me, especially when, like, you got people seeing, like, bread around you, like money around you. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of person that they are, especially when it's a man, you know? And so it's like, because of the fact that he is a man, and, you know, I'm just going to say that because of the fact that he is a man, I don't want to emasculate him with, even though it's not really emasculating him, because it's not like he my nigga or anything like that, but it's just like, I hope you understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because of the fact that he is a motherfucking nigga, and he's around me, and he see that I got bread, and he may not have, you know, may not be in, you know, the same predicament as me. I asked God, I said, okay, is it safe for me to have him around? Because is it gonna be to where, like, soon he gonna start, like, acting weird and shit? You know what I'm saying? I will genuinely think like this. I would think like, okay, Lord, like, is he gonna start acting weird? But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's very, very flawed in my thinking to think like that in regards to him, especially right now, because he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? And so right now I'm switching my mindset and my self-concept towards him, and the way that I think towards him. So, like, moving forward, I am treating him like I trust him. I am negating any type of negative, intrusive thoughts in regards to him, because they don't apply. They just don't. Okay? Unless he was to do something that were to have me question his integrity, then that's something different. Then I can move around, and I can just, you know what I'm saying? But none of that shit has happened yet. So it's no reason for me to even think any type of weird and negative thoughts regarding him, because this is somebody that I do consider a friend. And the reason why I consider him a friend is because I know that I could pick up the phone, I can call him. So with that being said, moving forward, it's only right to think righteous thoughts in regards to him, because those are what his actions reflect back to me, right? Now, I'm not saying that he couldn't do anything fraudulent, or that later down along the line something couldn't come about as to where I may question him and his character and his integrity. However, until or unless that comes about, then I'm not even going to sit up here and think about it or worry about it, because that causes unnecessary stress. That brings intrusive, unnecessary thoughts, which then creates unnecessary and negative manifestations. And that is something that I am I'm changing in my life right now. Okay, I'm changing my self-concept around people so that therefore the manifestation, the outcome can be different. Okay, that simple as that. So that's just in regards to people. Now, in regards to faith, in regards to adversity, assuming positive unless the negative or until the negative appears, right? I am strategically using my faith, okay? And I am using my thoughts, utilizing my thoughts to work for me within this particular situation that I'm in right now. Right now, I'm waiting on a response. I'm waiting on a response, okay? And it could either be a yes or no. You feel what I'm saying? But until I get that, until I'm not even about to sit up here and think negative. I don't got time. I don't have time for that. Why? If it has not appeared in my face, then why the fuck am I even no, I'm going to sit up because I know what I want. So, that's what manifestation is about. Like, if you know how to manifest, it's like common sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's the same thing. The same thing applies when you're actually going through real life situations. When you actually in a rut, when you actually going through shit, you know what I'm saying? And you wondering about what the fuck the outcome is gonna be. You don't even need to wonder. Ain't no point in wondering. Okay? What you know what you want. Okay? You want the outcome to be great, whatever it is, right? So that's all you need to think about. That's all your focus needs to be on. That's all you need to think, and you need to have faith. There's no point in sitting up here indulging into the negative if the negative hasn't even appeared. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be surprised if it were to manifest, because you damn near manifested it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's common sense. So I'm not gonna make this video too long. That's pretty much all I want to say. Train your thoughts to think positively, not just with situations, but just in general. Your self-concept regarding the world, regarding people, regarding life, okay? Because like I said, a lot of times we find ourselves overthinking, overanalyzing, and actually creating thoughts, scenarios that are not even fucking exist. Like, they don't even fucking exist. They don't even exist, but they exist in your head. And as long as you continue entertaining that shit, that's going to manifest in your reality. In your reality. Okay? So in order to bring more positivity into your reality, you get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is, assume positive unless or until the negative appears.